Hi.
Hi.
This is Mariana and Martin.
This is not Mariana.
Thank God.
Thank God. We haven't made a video in a few weeks, and we realized that it's been too long since we updated you guys on what's going on. So we wanted to update you guys on what's going on.
Thank God.
Thank God for that as well. We've actually been really busy.
No, it's my turn to be sick.
It's your turn to be sick. We're not taking it in turns, because technically I'm still sick.
You're sick longer.
Yeah. So now it's your turn to be sick.
Pitifully sick.
Pitifully sick. But we do sound pretty pitiful in this video. But we just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on. I just had my first dose of Remicade, which is the medication that they're giving me.
Well, outside of the hospital.
Outside of when I was in the hospital, but they pumped me full of Remicade for a few hours and then monitored me, and apparently it has a lot of side effects, which include sweating a lot, which I already am kind of a sweaty mess, as you know. So I'm sweating to the bleachers. I don't know what the phrase is. Sweating to the undies. Sweating to the nines.
Sweating to the oldies.
The oldies.
To the bleachers. I can't wait for this baseball player to come out and point the bat at the bleachers, and then he just flicks his sweat
everywhere.
This is for you,
Sweating
little Timmy.
To the bleachers.
Ugh.
It sounds like
You just filled the baseball field with
sweat.
Gross.
That's what happens when you take Remicade.
You ruin sports games.
Baseball, specifically. Although there are bleachers in other sports. Never mind. But I'm very weak. Nudge the camera. I'm very weak. I apparently fainting and being dizzy is a very common thing, and I've been pretty close to collapsing a few times. So that's fun. But next week I'm going to find out if it's if the medication is doing a significant job of treating my condition, which I feel like it is. So
I mean, you reacted pretty well to it.
I reacted pretty well to it in the hospital, and yesterday wasn't cool. I was in a really rough state, but you're nudging.
No, I nudged the camera.
Sweating to the bleachers.
Anyway.
But yeah, aside from that, we had Otakon this past weekend.
Yes, we did.
Which she unfortunately had to do on her own, which I know we discussed in the previous video. I feel really bad that you had to, but you did an amazing job.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks so much for everybody who came out to the booth, which got moved. Like, it got moved, and
it was the magical moving booth.
Yeah, everything that could have gone wrong on Otakon weekend did. Like, boy, trying to get refunds for your plane ticket.
Yeah, which is still ongoing.
United is like, hey, send us a doctor's note if he can't fly. So I sent him a doctor's note, and they're like, that's not the right doctor's note. And I'm like,
it wasn't even that. They were like, it needs an official
a thing with like our doctor's name and phone number on it.
And then we gave them that, and they said nope.
Yeah, so and now I'm contesting the charge with the credit card.
We're gonna make them sweat to the bleachers.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll get worked out, because that's just a lot of money to poof go away. And yeah, and then like we got there, and our banner with our with our shirts on it wasn't there, and I chalked up the deuces. But yeah, our banner wasn't there, and like then apparently the guys we were sharing a booth with didn't get it approved with Otakon, so we had to move.
But they were still being very helpful. So
yeah, no, I mean Otakon could have kicked us out, and they didn't, and I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, obviously, and
we're especially thankful for everybody who came by and sent their well wishes. I got a ton of letters from people that Mariana was able to transport to me. I wish I could name everybody, but there's Michelle Fuentes. She sent a really nice letter, and Anna Slover, who is a good friend of ours. She sent a letter and some very kind words.
Oh, you got like a Millennium puzzle.
I got a Millennium ring.
A ring.
A ring, which is really cool. This is apparently. Do you remember her name?
I do not.
But she came by at Otakon a previous year, and I remember how awesome I thought the ring was, and she gave me the ring, and because she made another one, and so now I'm going to be possessed by the dark spirit of the Millennium Ring and destroy the world.
Somebody else came and dropped this off.
This is a really cool picture, man. I'm really excited about that.
It's super neat.
Yugi is so awesome.
Yeah.
But we want to thank everybody. I especially want to thank like all of you guys for supporting both of us, because what you guys do, like there's no way around it. Like, you guys keep us going. You guys, like, oh, what are the names of there were two people who donated money.
Oh yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on with my hair. I'm not sure how they found it, but somehow a couple of people got a hold of my PayPal address and sent us a significant amount of money. And I already sent an email out and a tweet out thanking both of them, but I want to thank them on the video too. Stephanie from Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you a lot, especially with like the ER bills, and our couch broke, and needing to pay more for a booth that we didn't know we were going to get moved to, and everything else. It's very helpful. And also Eugene from Georgia sent us money as well, and thank you. I also, like, there were people at Otakon who would come up and like buy things, and they'd tell me to keep the change. And like, the last day I was already getting sick and I was hungover, so I did not have the strength to argue. There was one point I was hiding under the table and somebody threw a card at me, like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh.
They were like, "Here you go. That's for Martin."
Well, thank you for that.
And I was just like, okay. But yeah,
we should mention that San Japan's this weekend, obviously.
yes.
And unfortunately, it's been announced I can't make it, and I think I talked about this before, but yeah, I can't go. Neither of us can go, which is a huge blow to us, not just because, you know, we don't get to go to San Japan, but we don't get to see all you guys, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably were looking forward to that, but unfortunately my health has to come first, and there's not much we can do about that. I'm still in recovery mode.
And we also canceled another anime con just because it's another situation where we had accepted it, and
then this happened.
Well, it was like we had accepted it, but at the time it was still a bit of a squeeze because it was like right before Youmacon.
Yeah.
And so even if you were like super healthy, it's not an ideal situation. And so like yeah, we ended up canceling because as soon as he was diagnosed, I was like, okay, well, we don't know how his medication's going to affect him, and you know, I just want to keep him as stationary as possible. So right now, the next convention on the docket, I think we said this last time, is Youmacon. And
Alcon in England.
Oh yeah, Alcon.
If I'm able to make it, we're hoping I'm able to make it.
Yeah, that one's kind of different because it's like visiting your family and stuff. So it's
really the only chance I get to see them.
Yeah. So, but we'll
see.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Make it work somehow.
But yeah, so Youmacon, as far as we know, is still okay. Hopefully by then he'll either be off of these immunosuppressants or we'll find a way to deal with traveling.
We'll just have to figure something out. But aside from that, I'm going to start up We're Still Here next week. I'm going to restart that up. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
cool.
I'd like to. That's my goal. I'm going to start that up again on Monday. I've been still going to therapy, and that's going pretty good right now.
You have a lot to talk about.
What do you mean?
Just with everything.
Oh, We're Still Here.
Yeah.
Yes, no, definitely. Hospital is going to be a fun story. But yeah, no, it's you'll see videos from me in that regard. I don't know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged when that will be coming out, but we're working on getting stuff sorted.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks because I know you were working on the script.
I finished the script.
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes after I had the script, I had like a fever and I fell over. So
yeah,
it was like saying no, stop.
Yeah, like right after you finished, you got hospitalized practically. So.
Like a day later.
And then like you've just been so weak. I mean, your voice doesn't sound the same.
You can hear that. You can hear that right now.
So that's kind of like the shitty part about like when you're a voice actor or any kind of actor.
Any kind of downtime is crippling.
Yeah, because like if you're sick and you work in an office, you can still go to work. It doesn't matter. Like your fingers aren't affected really, but if your voice is gone, like I've had to reschedule a couple sessions already. Like this is 2 weeks that I won't be able to work probably. So, not that we're complaining about not being able to work, it's just it's a huge adjustment.
It is.
When your body is basically the reason why you're making money and not your mind or your fingers.
Sounds like we're selling ourselves.
Well, everybody's a prostitute. Like,
Sweating to
let's
the
be real.
bleachers.
Sweating to the bleachers. I really want, what's his name?
I do too.
Shit, what is his name? Richard Simmons. I really want Richard Simmons to make that video. Sweating to the bleachers. Do you know who Richard Simmons is?
I know who he is.
Because Sweating to the Oldies is Richard
That's
Simmons.
his thing?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. See?
First the Revolutionary War and now this.
Richard Simmons. Ignorant. But thank you very much for all your support, and I'll keep trying to get better.
Did you just punch me?
Yes. Abuse.
It's
What's for dinner?
okay. We'll get better.
We'll get better.
Meatball. Look at how cute you are. Meatball the cat. Meat. Hello, buddy. Oh, you're
Terrified.
okay.
Scared of everything.
You're okay. Yeah. Meatball. He's a good boy. There you go. Thank you, Meatball.